All right, now we're doing 7Q debug sum of digits of a number. This is by Fosna, and 91% of the people like it. We're going to debug function get sum of digits that takes positive integer to calculate the sum of its digits. We're going to assume that the argument is an integer. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6, 2 plus 2 plus 3 equals 7, 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 7 equals 14. All right. So with this one, we're going to get rid of all of this because I don't even want to try to understand what that says. And we're just going to rewrite this in a way that works. All right. So we're going to have const get sum of digits equals integer and then the arrow. And down here, we're going to start. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn the integer into a string. So we're going to use the string constructor and go string integer. All right. If you don't know what the string constructor is, basically we can call it as a function, and it performs type conversion. So we just put string and whatever we want in the parentheses, like we did here. Now we're going to split it into. We're going to split the digits into an array where each digit is its own element. So we're going to say dot split. And we're going to split it by the spaces in between the characters. If you don't know about split, it's a method that takes a pattern and divides a string into an ordered list of substrings by searching for a pattern, putting these substrings into an array, and returning the array. All right, and the pattern we're searching for is the spaces in between the characters. We could also do it by the spaces in between the words, if we just wanted the words to be in their own elements. But we're just trying to get the characters in their own elements. All right. And so now we're going to reduce it down so that we can add each element to each other, all right? And we're going to use the reduce method for that. And the reduce method executes a user-supplied reducer callback function on each element of the array in order, passing in the return value from the calculation on the preceding element. The final result of running the reducer across all elements of the array is a single value. And also, the first time that the callback is run, there is no return value of the previous calculation. So if supplied, an initial value may be used in its place. Otherwise, the array element at index 0 is used, which we can't do. We can't do that because it's going to be a string. So we're going to have to make the initial value 0. And here's the syntax we're going to use. We're going to use reduce, previous value, comma, current value, arrow, expression, comma, initial value right there. All right, so we're going to say dot reduce previous value, current value, arrow, and then comma 0. Right, now let's do the expression. And the expression is easy. It's going to be p for previous plus the current, but we're going to turn the current into a number by using the number constructor. We're going to say number right in front of it, put the c in parentheses, and that should take care of that. And if you don't know about the number constructor, pretty much the same as the string constructor, where when we call it instead as a function, it performs type conversion, all right? And just put number and then whatever value you want in there. In this case, it's C. And hopefully this works. Let's see. It does, awesome. Attempt it, great. Submit it. All right. And you can see as this, it's pretty much the same thing as this one. Instead of doing the string constructor, they're just adding integer to an empty string. And then the reduce, for some reason, they do an O or 0. They're using the unary plus here because that turns it into a number also. We could have done that, but I don't like plus D. We could, or whatever. And they're also using the initial value like we did. And then this one's pretty much the same thing. They're doing an array.from instead to make the array instead of integer, instead of the string.split. And then this one, I don't know. I don't know about that one. So my solutions, just me on this one, best practice in my opinion. Very much like this one, and we'll see you next time.